The first 2 weeks of the NFL season have gone by, so it is time for my Week 3 NFL predictions. I think that this week will probably be the best guesses because I'll have a lot more evidence to go on than Week 2 and Week 1. But anyways, let's hop into it. Thursday Night Football, Buffalo versus Miami. If the Bills do not win this game, they're just not a contender. The Dolphins are not that good of a football team, as we've seen. They lost to the Patriots and the Colts. Maybe the Colts are good, but I don't think the Patriots are that good. So anyways, I'm going with the Bills, 31-17. The first of the Sunday games. First, we have Cincinnati versus Minnesota. I'm going to go with the Vikings on this one. I was going to go with the Bengals, but now that Joe Burrow is injured and he's expected to be out for 3 months, I think it'll be on Ja'Marr Chase. And if the Bengals win this game, I think they can make the playoffs, but I just don't think it's going to happen. Then we have Texans at Jaguars. I have picked the Texans to win all 2 games so far. They have lost all 2 games so far, but I'm going to go with them winning again. If they start 0-3, I don't really think that's my fault. I would not surprise the Texans to start 0-3. It would be a really, really big surprise, but it's not the biggest surprise. But hopefully they should beat the Jaguars this week, and I'm going to go with them 27-20 beating Jacksonville. Then we have Colts at Titans. I think I'm going to finally say this. Daniel Jones is legit. The Colts are going to destroy the Titans. The Rams should have done it last week. They kind of did, but not the level I was expecting. I'm going to go with the Colts 37-18. 18 is a really weird score, but I think that's my prediction. 37-18. Daniel Jones plays a good game. Raiders at Commanders. I'm going to go with the Commanders on this one. Is Jaden Daniels going to be healthy? Hopefully, and if he isn't, then the Raiders could win, but I'm going to go with the Commanders. They are at home, which is kind of an advantage, and they do have, Ja'Cory Cross-Key Merritt in case the passing game doesn't go well. And Ja'Cory Cross-Key Merritt is not a name I expected to say this NFL season. So good luck, Commanders. I'm going to go with you 27-23 over the Raiders. The next of the Sunday games, we have Rams versus Eagles. This might be a little bit of a surprise for you, but I'm going with the LA Rams. Matthew Stafford has looked pretty good. Kyren Williams has looked pretty good. This team has looked good all around. And the Eagles, in their 2 wins, they snuck them out. So I'm going to go with the Rams by a score of around in the 20s. Let's go 24-17. Next up on the slate, we have Falcons versus Panthers. I am going to go with the Falcons on this one. They are playing pretty good football, and the Panthers, I expected them to play good this year, but they haven't played that good football. So I'm going to go with the Falcons 23-10. Next up, I think we have our biggest upset of the week. I'm going to go with New England to beat Pittsburgh. Now, before you say, hold on, that is the worst take I have heard all week, you probably won't say that since nobody sees these videos, but whatever. I think the Patriots are going to win for 2 key reasons. They have a pretty good offense. Maybe that's just Miami's defense sucking. Probably is. And the second reason is I love Drake May as a player. He plays pretty well at the quarterback position. He can run, he can pass. He could take over this bad Steelers defense. I think the Patriots are going to sneak it out 17-13 against the Steelers. Next up, we have Packers against Browns. The Packers definitely should win this one. If they don't, then the hype will disappear. And if they don't, the world will be in shock. But they will win. It just needs to happen. If they don't, really, Green Bay, you're just amazing. But I think they will win 37-10. It'll be a good game. And this is a prediction. Take notes if I'm right. Micah Parsons will have 2.5 sacks and a forced fumble, which is sadly not recovered by the Packers. Anyways, go Pack. Go. Why did I say that? I'm a Packers fan, I guess. No, I'm a Niners fan. The final game of Sunday's 12 p.m. games, Jets against Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are going to win this one 24-10. That is my prediction. And Baker Mayfield should play a pretty good game. And I hope the Jets have no offense because the Buccaneers defense and special teams is after, a lot of stuff in my fantasy team that has happened. Because I moved them up because the Broncos defense got Daniel Jones last time, and I do not want it to happen again with a different quarterback. Next up, we have Broncos against Chargers. I'm going with the Chargers in a pretty close game, 24-21. They're going to win it in a tight one. Justin Herbert will perform well. Bo Nix will perform well, but it'll come down to the ability to have takeaways. Next, we have Saints versus Seahawks. I'm going to go with the Seahawks in this one. The Saints don't look like they're great at all. Everybody's just been ignoring them, but they're probably the worst team in the NFL behind a little bit of people, maybe in front of some people, maybe better than some people a little bit. But the Seahawks should win this game, and I think Sam Darnold will finally prove that he can have a good game, even if it's against the Saints. I'm going with the Seahawks in this one, 19-16. Okay, so next up we have Cowboys and Bears. I'm going to go with the Bears on this one. Might be a little bit of a surprise to you, but I just don't think that the Cowboys are that good. I mean, they almost lost to the Giants, and the Giants should be a bottom 10 team. So I'm thinking Dallas is either bottom 20 or bottom 15. But I am going to go with the Bears in this one because I think they're probably the better team. I'm going with the Bears 23-19. And the last game before Sunday Night Football, my San Francisco 49ers going against the Arizona Cardinals. I'm going to go with the 49ers. They are at home for the first time this season, and I hope they can play good. I hope Mac Jones does how he did last week against the Saints, and we play a good game. So I'm going to go with our, team, the San Francisco 49ers, 17-14. Okay, now we have Sunday Night Football, Chiefs versus Giants. It would be hilarious if the Giants won, but I think the Chiefs are going to win. Patrick Mahomes will play a good game. Travis Kelce, maybe he'll be good, but even if he doesn't, I think they should still beat the Giants. But what I saw last week, the possibility of a Giants upset is not out of the window, but I'm going with the Chiefs 23-17. And last but not least, the final game of Week 3, Lions against Ravens. I'm going to go with the Ravens in this one. We saw the Lions absolutely beat up and mug the Bears last week, but it's really just the Bears. I need to know if the Lions are back by them putting up a fight against the Ravens. But I'm going to go with the Ravens 34-30. Anyways, that is it. Those were my Week 3 NFL predictions. I hope you enjoyed the video. Comment below what you think my best and worst takes were. But if you enjoy sports content, mostly NFL content, but sometimes sports content all around, please make sure to subscribe. But anyways, bye.